Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, how are you guys? Today we are going to start our lesson number 4, which is multiplying decimals and multiplying decimals with 10, 100,000, 10,000 and so on. And thank you very much guys for watching and learning here. You guys are amazing and you are the best audience. So let's just begin our today's session. Okay, starting it with multiplying decimals by 10, 100,000 or even with the bigger values. So when we are going to multiply any decimal value with these numbers containing number of zeros, having zeros in it. So the rule is quite simple that we need to follow, which is shift the decimal point to the right hand side. Simple. Let's do a few examples. So now see 1.2 times 10. So now this decimal number is multiplying with the number having zeros, right? So it can be 10, 100 or 1000. So we just need to shift this decimal point towards the right hand side. So let me just write this number 1 and 2. So right now the decimal point is over here. We need to shift it towards the right hand side. Now how many digits do we need to shift it? So see, there are how many number of zeros? There's just one zero, so it means we just need to shift one digit, right? So this decimal point will be shifted towards here. So your answer will become 12.0 or simple 12. Got it? So now let's just verify this answer using a calculator. So this is 1.2 times 10. So see, our answer is 12. So we just verified our answer. This is right. Nice. Next, 4.63 times 10. So right now its decimal point is over here. Once I'm going to multiply with 10. So multiplying means we have to shift it towards the right hand side. And how many units we have, how many digits do we need to shift it? So this number of zeros will tell us how many digits we need to move. So there's just one zero. So shift this decimal points to the right side, just one digit. So our new answer will become 46.3. Got it? Okay, next 7.545 times 100. So since this is multiplying, so multiplying means we need to shift it towards the right hand side. How many digits? Since there are two zeros, so it means we have to shift the decimal points 2 digits or 2 units to the right side. So this is 1 and this is 2. So our new answer will become 754.5. Next, 990.3 times 100. So we need to, since they are multiplying, shift it towards the right side. So let me just write the number. First 990 and then we have 3. So right now your decimal point is in between 0 and 3 over here. So we need to shift it, how many digits? 2 digits. So we just shift it one digit to the right. Now there is no digit, no second digit. So what should we do now? So you can just put 1 0 here on your own. Why? Because the numbers already, I have already told you that the zeros after the decimal point have no value, right? So whether to put it or not, so it will not affect the original question. So since we need to shift 2 digits, so the decimal point should be placed after here, after this 0. In the original question it was here. So since they are multiplying, it means we need to shift to the right side. How many units? 2 zeros, so 2 digits. So this is 1 and 2, right? Now you can put 0 here. Now 3.3. So this is 3 right now, or my decimal point is here. So it's this decimal is multiplying with a number. It means we have to shift it towards the right side. And now how many units? How many digits? Since there are 3 digits, 3 number of zeros, it means we have to shift the decimal points 3 digits or 3 units to the right side. So this is 1, 2 and 3, right now. Previously it was here, so now it has been moved to 3 digits and your new answer is here, right? So answer is 3300. I hope you have got the concept. Now let's just multiply these decimals with numbers or with decimals. So 0.5 times 8. The rule is quite simple, that we have studied simply multiplying the whole numbers or natural numbers. So for now, for instance, forget there is any decimal point, just consider these numbers and start multiplying. So 5 times 4 is 40, 5 times 8 is 40, write 0 at the bottom, 4 goes on carry, and 0 times 8 is 0 and plus this carry number which is 4, so 0 plus 4 is 4. Now where should we write the decimal point? Since, see, in the question it was there are how many digits after the decimal point? There is just one digit, so just put 1. So we should have to put the decimal point in our answer, so that it must contain one digit after the decimal point. So this is our answer, right? Let's just verify our answer. So it's 0.5 times 8. So see, we got our answer 4 or 4.0, right? Next, 4.4 times 3. So simply forget this decimal point, consider this 44 times 3. We'll deal with decimal point at the end. 4 times 3 is 12. Write 1 at the carry. 4 times 3 is again 12 and plus 1, 13. Now in the question there are how many digits after the decimal point? There's just one digit, so we should have to place the decimal point in a position so that it will also contain one digit after the decimal point. So final answer is 13.2. Next, 1.2 times 3.4, consider it 12 times 3, 34. Neglect these decimal points for a time being. So let's just start multiplying. So first we have to multiply this 4 with this 12. After that we have to multiply this 3 with this 12, right? So 2 times 4 is 8 and 1 times 4 is 4. Now we have to multiply this 12 with this 3. So the place value of this 3 is at the 10th position, so we have to start writing our answer from the 10th position. So 2 times 3 is 6 and 1 times 3 is 3. Now what we have to do, we simply need to add these numbers. So 8 plus cross or 8 plus 0 is 8, 4 plus 6 is 10, and our new carry, so one should goes on carry. Where should I write carry? So this, since we are adding these numbers, so carry should be written here. So 1 plus 3 is 4. Now here is a time to place the decimal point. So now see, in both of these two numbers we are having decimals, so collectively there are how many digits after the decimal point? So we have one digit and we have a second digit. So collectively in both these numbers there are two numbers that are being placed after the decimal point. So now we have to place a decimal point in a position that it would contain two digits after the decimal point. So our decimal point should be placed here, right? In this case you have to add these numbers, you have to count, take into account these numbers, right? But not in the case of addition and subtraction. Okay, moving on to the next question, which is question number 4. 63.4 times 7.0, or simply consider it as 7. Since we know this thing that after a decimal point 0 will not contain any value, right? So we can simply erase this 0 in order to make it simple. So start multiplying. 4 times 7 is 28. So 2 goes on carry. 3 times 7 is 21 plus 2 is 23. 2 goes on carry. and 6 times 7 is 42 plus 2 is 44. Now place the decimal point, so decimal point should be placed here. Next is 88.6 times 5.01. So now in this case we are going to start solving it from the unit side. So 6 times 1 is 6, 8 times 1 is 8, and 8 times 1 is 8. Now we have to multiply this 0 with this 88.6 or 886. Since the place value of this 0 is at tens, so we start writing our answer from the tens position. So that's why I put cross over here. Okay, so 0 times 6 is 0, 0 times 8 is 0, so 0 times any number will give you 0, right? Okay, moving on to next. Now we have to multiply this 5 with this 88.6. So since the place value of this digit 5 is 100, so we have to start writing our answer from the 100 position. Why it is 100? Because I neglect this decimal point for a time being. I consider these as whole numbers like 886 and 501. Okay, so it's unit, 10 and 100. So now I have to multiply 886 with this 5. So 6 times 5 is 30. Write 3 here, 0 here, 3 goes on carry. And 8 times 5 is 40, 40 plus 3 is 43. Write 3 here, 4 goes on carry. 8 times 5 is 40 plus 4 plus 4 is 44. Okay, let me just recheck this thing. 6 times 5 is 30, 3 here, 0 here, 3 goes on carry. 40 and 43, 4 goes on carry, and 44. Alright. Now in the next case, what we have, since we have done multiplying all these numbers, now simply we need to add these numbers. So 6 plus cross will give you 6. 8 plus 0 plus cross is 8. Cross is just a 0, okay? And 8 plus this will give you 8. Then we have 3. Then we have 4 and 4. So our final answer is 443,886. Now it's a time to put the decimal point. So in the original question, there are how many digits after the decimal point, combining both the numbers? So this is 1, 2 and 3. So collectively there are 3 numbers. Now we have to put a decimal point so that we are also having 3 digits after the decimal point. So our decimal point should be placed here. So this is our final answer. Let's just cross check our answer. So 88.6 times 5.01. So see, 443.886. Okay, next question is, let me see, is this the last? Yes, this is the last question. So let's just solve this one quickly. 4 times 8 is 32. 3 goes on carry. So just focus on this 8 digit. Forget about these 2 digits, right? You have to multiply all these values with this 8. 1 times 8 is 8 plus 3 is 11. 1 goes on carry. 3 times 8 is 24 plus 1 25. 2 goes on carry. 6 times 8 is 48 plus 2 is 50. We are done. Okay, now let's just move on to the next. Now we have to multiply this 6314 with this 0. Since the place value of this is tens, so we have to start writing our answer from the tens position. So 0 times all these numbers will give you 0. So start writing 0 times 4 is 0, 0 times 1 is 0, 0 times 3 is 0, 0 times 6 is 0. Right? Okay. Next is, now we have to multiply this 6314 with this 2. Since the place value of this 2 is 100, so we have to start writing our answer from the 100. So 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Now we simply just need to add all of these numbers. So simply add these numbers. This will give you 1. 8 plus 5 is 13. 1 carry. So this carry should be written here. Why? Because we are adding these numbers. 1 plus 2 is 3. 5 plus 6 is 11. 1 goes on carry. And 1 plus 2 is 3. And over here we are having 1. So our answer is, this is our answer. Now we have to place the decimal point. So there are 4 numbers that are being placed in the question after the decimal point. So now we have to put the decimal point in a position, so we are also getting 4 digits after the decimal point in our answer. 1 2 3 4. So this is our final answer. Let's just verify our answer. So question is 63.14 times 2.08. 131.33, 131.3312. Yeah, that's our answer has been matched. So that's nice. Okay. So this is how you can solve these questions without using a calculator, and this is pretty easy. So here comes to an end of our today's session. Stay blessed, be happy, keep smiling, and thank you guys for once again for watching and learning here. Keep learning and stay safe out there. See you after.
I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing